Hello and welcome to CL Season 18, Round 5 here in Gwangju for the South Korean C-Prix. We got 3 laps of qualifying ahead of us, followed by 12 laps of a sprint, and then I believe it is 31 laps of a feature race. We got 12 drivers here. 12 is the maximum amount of people that can score points in the feature race, coincidentally. And yeah, let's see, can they beat MW's brilliant qualifying times in the AL and JL? In the AL, I believe it was 31.45 or somewhere thereabouts. In JL, it was certainly 31.40. No one has gone past that 31.4 barrier just yet, but CL, this is the place where they definitely can, and it's not been done on the first lap, but we've got a VLP provisional 1-2, Sujuk on provisional pole, followed by Sash, then we've got PP, we've got Lexus, Majumdar, Glow, Bishone, Mason, Juruni, Axis, Ricky Boy, and Gale Prad. That's what it looks like right now, but we've got 2 more laps ahead of us. And of course, as it stands, Axis would be the one starting from sprint pole. Also, great lap from Lexus. At least now at least for now he's up in P4, and we've got improvements. 31.22 from PP and 31.27 from Jiruni, 31.47 from Glow. No improvements from the VLPs. Bishone splits them up with a 31.52. Unfortunately, that means Lexus down into 7th position. But we've got one final lap to go. Will anyone beat PP's 31.22? This was the lap time that Hnandi predicted as JL pole. Currently, it is the CL provisional pole lap time. And we've got Sash and Sujuk improve to lock out the second row. And I think I saw someone else jump up there. But yeah, it is PP on pole position for CL with a 31.22. Surprisingly, I expected a .1 at least, but it's only 31.22. We got 31.27 for Juruni, 31.32 for Sash and his teammate Sujuk, 100 behind him. Then we got Glow.47, we got Bishone.52, our newest JL champion. Congratulations to him, and also JL race winner today, Majumdar. 100 behind them in 7th, then Lexus in 8th, Mason in 9th. Axis will be starting from pole in the sprint, and we've got Ricky Boy and we've got Gale Prad. So that's what our top 12 looks like, and shortly we will start the 12 lap 100% rain CL sprint. Here we go for the sprint. 12 laps ahead of us, 12 drivers ahead of us. Axis on pole position for Spanish Raiders. We got Mason, we got Lexus looking to take the position from Mason. We got Majumdar, we got Bishone, we got Glow. Sujuk down the inside of 3 drivers, gets past 2 of them. What a move from Sujuk. He's up into 5th position at the current moment. Axis fighting off Mason. Oh, does make a mistake, but doesn't leave much space for Mason to attack Sujuk. Up into 4th already. We got Sash, we got Glow, we got Jiruni, we got PP, we got all the heavy hitters. Fighting further behind, Glow has managed to separate from the Sujukas in the middle of that chaos. Axis has been completely murdered. Majumdar is in the lead. Behind them, the 2 Matsers of El Bishone and Mason, and Sujuk down the inside of Mason. Now down the inside of Majumdar. Now down the inside of Mason and Glow. Now down the outside of Majumdar, and Bishone is running away with it at the current moment. But can he keep that momentum going? Oh, Mason and Glow go wide. Glow manages to somehow survive. Oh, makes a mistake for turn 9. You're really past him, and it's Mason and Ricky Boy out on the exit of turn 9. What a crash that was. Oh, not sure what happened to Glow there. Must have been some sort of lag, because I don't know what happened. Bishone in the lead of the race, but he's got Sujuk and Majumdar right on his tail. That's 2 JL drivers alongside Sujuk, and of course Jiruni also looking to try and get up there. He has finished in the top 2 of the last 2 sprints, and he'll be looking to replicate that here. I think he's got the pace for it. PP and Sash have managed to make their way past the death pack. They're currently 5th and 6th. It depends on how well they can work with each other. 2 opponents here, and I think that was Mason and Ricky Boy once again going wide. There must be something going on between those 2. As Mason now looks down the inside of both SRAs, manages to get past Axis. Glow meanwhile fighting PP, who has lost quite a bit of time. Sash trying to run away from this pack. Lexus just on the cusp of that slipstream. to him, and Sash is trying to run away, of course. Girini hasn't managed to call up the top 3 just yet, but he is not too far behind. Sujuk now has the race lead. Bishone goes wide on the hairpin, and Sujuk might be able to escape with that. That is the fastest lap of the race, a 32.55 that he's just managed to hit. Bishone have a second behind. Majumdar is slowly losing time. This is still a great performance for HRT Push Pro, currently 3rd and 4th in the sprint, and they'll definitely be happy with that if they manage to keep it. Glow and PP are fine behind Sash, who's just trying to make that escape, of course. Last lap, he was 2.5 seconds slower than his teammate Sujuk, who's currently in the race lead. Albono asking people for stream. Well, if Nandi could stream and explode his PC and commit a terrorist attack against himself, that's up to him. Mike Nike is muted and deafened, unfortunately. I don't think we'll be seeing anyone streaming this for you, but you will be. That is an excuse for you to watch the actual video when it's out. See, yeah, you've got to watch it now. You got to watch it, and my beautiful commentary, you got to listen to it a second time. Sujuk has really ran away with it here. We're in the midpoint of the sprint now. Nandi just sending screenshots of the times as they are. Bishone still holding on to second. Girini he's probably been let by Majumdar, I assume, but he's definitely overtaken him as the thing. He's up into 3rd and he's looking to chase down Bishone. Sash is still in 5th. He's not managed to quite run away. He does have Glow in his slipstream, but PP and Lex is the HPFs, the Heritage Performances, 7th and 8th. Then we've got Ricky Boy and Mason, who have had a few disagreements so far this sprint. They're 9th and 10th, and then we've got Axis 11th. Fortunately, not a great start from Paul, and Gail Pratt in 12th. He's having a calm race. Sujuk still holding down the fastest lap of 32.55. Last lap he hit a 32.68, which was 4/10 faster than Bishone. It was only about a 10th faster than Girini. He was closing down on Bishone. That means he gained 4/10 on him, and he has ran away from Majumdar. Glow, meanwhile, has completely escaped Sash, who's back in the death pack. So I'm not sure what happened there. Did Sash make a big error? Maybe turn 9, maybe somewhere earlier, turn 5. Should have paid attention. Nandi saying shut up. Kubo sending screenshots is perfectly fine. Mike Nike is typing. We're all waiting with bated breath on what Mike might say. Sujuk still in lead. Do we got any low fights here? Sash is once again running away from the Heritage Performances. It does make a mistake on that turn 9. 32.97 from Sujuk. 3/10 faster than Bishone. Who's a 10th faster than Girini, actually. He's keeping his own. Great job from Bishone. And Girini in turn is 4/10 faster than Jumdar, who is 7/10 slower than Glow. Glow's actually catching him, and he might be able to compete for P4 at the end here. Alexis is not too far behind Sash, but the rest of the death pack have separated from them and are further behind. I think it's because PP had a little issue with Mason there. Something happened, and now he's with him, with Ricky Boy, and with Axis. Sujuk, meanwhile, just having the time was left, 33.18, 2/10 faster than Bishone, who was 3/10 faster than Girini, who was 2/10 slower than Majumdar, who was 3/10 slower, 4/10 slower than Glow. So Glow currently faster than both the HRT Push Pros, and he's really looking to try and challenge for that P4 in the final lap of the sprint, which Sujuk is about to start. Closest gap is between Glow and Majumdar, unless you count the death pack, which PP is once again escaping from Ricky Boy and Mason, but does go wide in turn 9, really defending that inside. Jesus. Sujuk now was 6/10 faster than Bishone last lap. Girini was only a 10th faster than Bishone. Majumdar is being caught up to by Glow, who is trying to go for, he was going for a switchback there. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him. Now he's still looking for a move here down the inside. Oh, Majumdar doesn't leave the space. Glow hits a lot of grass as a result. And it will be Sujuk who wins the Guangzhou sprint. The CL sprint. Bishone, amazing front row performance. Girini on the podium. Glow beats Majumdar for P4 by the end. Sash in P6. GGW Maju says Glow, it's P7 for Lexus, P8 for PP, P9 for Ricky Boy, P10 for Axis, P11 for Mason. Sash says somebody was lagging. He doesn't know who. I didn't see anyone lagging personally. It could have been Mason. Gale Prad in 12th. That's what the sprint looks like for you. Sujuk with the victory and with the fastest lap. His teammate Sash in P6. The only Bobcat Racing was Gale Prad. The team, unfortunately, not doing so great after Doe Gamer's forced retirement. But Gale Prad still trying to help out the team. That is going to be very much appreciated, I believe, by Eurist and by Bobcat Racing. Soon enough, I think it's a 31 lap feature we're going to have, and it'll be, of course, fully dry, which means a 2-tire rule for the drivers competing. And let me just verify it's 31 laps. It's 31 laps, and yeah, we'll see you very, very shortly for that. Here we go, 31 laps ahead of us, dry feature race 2. Different tire compounds necessary, PP starting on PP, and we've got a front row of PP and Girini. I was meant to say a second row lockout by the VLPs, then we got Glow, then we got Bichone, and here we go, starting us off. We got Axis, Ricky Boy, Lexus here fighting, and Lexus gets forced into the inside grass. PP still holding on to the lead of the race. Sujuk has passed Sash. And now he's passing Jer. Oh, does force him wide though. He does force him wide on that turn 9. Should have been more careful there. PP makes a mistake on the hairpin and Sujuk is into the race lead. But look at the pack here. Glow up into P3 looking to make it P2. Sash, Girini, Glow, 3 wide into turn 3. Will it end well? It does. That was pretty well actually. Sujuk and PP. No one's managed to run away just yet. We got a lot of people starting the mediums. We do have some starting on the soft. That is Glow, Mason, Lexus, and Gale Pride. We do have Ricky Boy and Axis on the hard tires. Sujuk and PP look to have separated from the rest of the pack. That is Glow. Oh my god, Sash. The dive bomb on the hairpin. Absolutely diabolical. What was that? Kills Girini, kills himself, and completely explodes this pack wide open. It's Sujuk PP looking to fight a little bit there for the... Oh, what did Majumdar do? Glow. Oh, fucking hell. I look away and PP's lost Sujuk and Glow's now on his slipstream. Goes a little wide, I think, into turn 9, but it's fine. Sash is leading the death pack now, telling Majumdar to S. Then we got Ilbashon and Mason Girini. Down in 8th is certainly not happy about this after that front row start, and in his position I wouldn't be either. Got killed by both of the VLPs, and yeah, that's both being caught on camera, so I will not be surprised if he reports it. Sujuk out in the race lead. PP really struggling with the clean air, I'd say, but not letting Glow pass just yet despite the soft tire advantage. It's ass deep in grass. yeah, it is ass deep in grass. He got forced ass deep in grass. Let's see what's going on. Sash, Bishoni, Majumdar is the little pack we've got here, and then it's a Girini fighting Mason. And we got Lexus and Ricky Boy. They're not letting Jerry lead. They should be letting Jerry lead. He is the fastest of the 4, I'd say. Well, I mean, he did start on the front row. He's looking to chase down Majumdar now. And he does chase down Majumdar, looking for the overtake. Majumdar not really letting him pass, and Jerry has to get a bad line into the hairpin. Oh, and he tries to let him pass or something. Drives into grass on the straight. What is going on in this pack? Sujuk has completely ran away. Glow has ran away from PP. He must have made a massive mistake. It looks like Sash and Bishoni both hit grass too much on turn 5, but Sash won't let PP pass, does force him into grass as a result. And nearly goes wide into turn 9 himself. Lexus is now somehow leading the death pack. The HRT Push Pros have seen better days, but they are on mediums. They can still turn this around. And Mason is into the pits off the soft tires after only 6 laps on them. What is he planning to do here? He is going onto the hards now. Sujuk has ran away with it, and Glow has too. Bishone, Sash, and PP still fighting for P3. Currently, it's Bishone holding down P3 as Sash and PP are a bit... Oh, Bishone makes a mistake, goes wide on turn 9 into the grass, and he goes down to P5. I think he's still got the slipstream vote, which is good for him because that death pack behind Jera is leading it. Lex is going into the pits. Jera, Majumdar, Ricky Boy goes into grass on the straight. Not sure why people are so obsessed with that. In this feature race, Sajuk has now pulled nearly 3 seconds on Glow, but does go wide into turn 9. Meanwhile, Glow with a very nice turn 9 line. Good job on him, especially on the worn soft tires to do that. That's a skill right there. And he goes into the pits of those worn soft tires, promoting Sash up into P2, but he's still fighting PP here. He's still fighting Bishoni. It's a freeway fight here for basically, if you take into account Glow's pit, that's they're fighting for P3 here. It's a freeway podium fight, and they are nearly 5 seconds behind Sajuk. Sash and PP especially, they just can't let the other lead, and PP goes wide now into turn 9. It's Bishoni up into 3rd. Majumdar now leading Jiruni, and the 3 drivers up ahead all pit off the medium. So does Jiruni, looking for the undercut. And Sajuk is still staying out. So is Majumdar, despite being about 7 seconds behind. He's decided he wants to stay out for that 10th lap. Of course, gotta keep in mind you can't do mediums this race. You're gonna have to hit at least 1 stint on the hards, and a lot of people have hit that 1 stint on the hards. Sajuk is now into the pits. He's going onto the hard tires. Majumdar is now into the pits. Glow promoted back up to P2, and Ricky Boy and Axe is currently P3 and P4. They start on the hard tires. It is another set of mediums for Majumdar. Sajuk is only a second, less than a second even, ahead of Glow. Glow did say in the practice races a lot, he did say the hards are the fastest tire. He feels the best on a hard tire, and that might be true, as he once again, Sajuk makes a mistake on turn 9, hits the inside grass. Meanwhile, Glow does it lovely, perfectly. And he is looking to catch up. He did get that undercut down. He's now looking to try and catch up. Of course, he's got slightly worse tires than Sajuk, but if the pace advantage is enough, it is possible. Ricky Boy and Axis are just trying to keep themselves from losing as little time as losing as much time as possible. They're trying to stop that from happening. But yeah, those hards are really letting themselves show, as PP on the fresh hard tires there hits the grass on the inside, but Axis goes really wide on turn 9, and PP is let through as a result. Ricky Boy into the pits, so is Axis after 12 laps of running into the hards. That promotes PP up into 3rd, Girini up into 4th position, and Mason is up into 5th, Sash is up into 6th. The HRT Push Pros, as well as Sash, seem to be the only ones to have pitted from mediums into another set of mediums. Sash now looking down the inside of Mason. Mason doesn't make it too easy for him, doesn't make it too hard either. Sash is up into P5 now, and he's got Mason, Lexus, and Majumdar behind him. All drivers have now pitted at least once. Only Jera, Sash, and Majumdar have not complied with the 2 compound rule yet, and that's because they are most certainly planning to finish this race on the hard tires. And Glow has made headways into Sajuk's lead. He's cut down from a second to half a second, I'd say, and he is so close to the slipstream. He might be able to get it here at the hairpin. I think he's just still outside of it. It's a 31.98, 31.97, so very similar lap times between Sajuk and Glow, and Sajuk will be really hoping for Glow to make a mistake before he does to try and regain that lead, and it might be happening. Oh, I think Sajuk made a mistake there though. Turn 9, this is where it counts, and Glow again gaining so much time, and he is into the slipstream of Sajuk as a result. Glow's advantage has been that turn 9. You could see it this entire race, and he's certainly reaping the benefits of it now. He's in Sajuk's slipstream. How will he play it now? Will he want to slipstream Sajuk, or will he want to overtake and lead the race? Slow and steady wins the race is what they say. You can see, of course, as Nandy has pointed. Oh, Glow! What happened there? Suddenly turn 9 is not his advantage whatsoever. Jesus Christ. Was that a lag? Did the Sajuk lag on his POV or something? Or maybe Lil had a lag spike? That is a big turn of events for Glow. Unfortunate for him. Oh, and he does do a teleport there. He's not close to anyone at the moment, but his connection is starting to go a tiny bit haywire. Hopefully it stabilizes before he starts driving near someone. Sujuk is now back into a comfortable race lead. Glow, once again, I think he's still cutting into it, though. He is not giving up here. Let's compare the lap times. And yeah, that is 6/10 Glow has gained on Sujuk that lap. Jeru has caught up to PP. He's past PP. He's into P3 ahead of PP. And I think PP will be looking to try and slipstream him. Jeru's on the mediums, PP's on the hards. But no, PP goes for an inside move on turn 5. Jeru's not really, no, he wasn't planning to let... Oh, PP going for a move on the inside. Once again, Jeru shrugs it off. And is Glow gaining time again? I think it's about same as before. No, he's lost 4 attempts actually. So it's Sujuk that was faster that lap. Let's see, down the grid. Oh, Sash has just pitted out of P5 and he's under the hard tires. This is his final pit stop of the race, and he's the first one to make it, and I think it's going to be a big undercut here. Hards 13, definitely possible. We'll have to see how it works with the undercut, how it works with his pace, whether he can convert that into some time gain, some position gain. Glow went full Charles Leclerc. Yeah, it looked somewhat unnatural the way he went into turn 9. He went extremely wide and into the grass on the outside, so I'm not sure what happened there on his POV. But on my POV, it doesn't look like anyone caused it. Sujuk is now comfortably in that race lead. Jeru has now also pitted for a fresh set of hard tires. Ricky Boy giving him some grief. Jeru doesn't leave much space for him there, forces him into the grass a little bit. Ricky Boy, however, is still in that slipstream. Majumdar, Mason and Lexus have all also pitted on their hard tires. Sash is telling Axis to slipstream him. Bishone and Gale Pratt are now into the pits for a new final set for hard tires. Everyone has now complied with the 2 compound rule, if anyone was wondering. But the top 3 are yet to pit. So is Ricky Boy, currently running P5. He's yet to pit. And I think most of these, because they went onto the hards in the second stint, that is right. Sujuk is onto mediums. Glow is onto mediums. Is PP also onto mediums? Is Ricky Boy also on the mediums? Is Axis also onto the mediums? It is mediums for PP. Ricky Boy staying out another lap. What is he? Is he gonna finish on softs? Not sure what Ricky Boy's planning, but he is getting undercut by quite a few folk, and Sash's undercut has actually worked out to get him fighting with PP for a provisional P4. That is with Sash will have the slower tires right now, but he might have better tires by the end of the race. Glow has not managed to make inroads on Sujuk after catching him initially last time around. Unfortunately, the gap has slowly gotten bigger and bigger, and Sujuk was a tenth faster last lap. Jiruni, with his undercut, has managed to get up to a comfortable P3. Nearly 3 seconds out of PP. Over 3 seconds out of PP, actually. He has just managed to get past Ricky Boy. Sash is now getting past Ricky Boy, who slows down and lets him pass. Very nice of him, and I think he is indeed. He's still staying out. Did he forget to pit? He's going for the softs. It's gonna be 7 laps. I feel like 8 laps could have worked, but he is going for 7 lap softs, or maybe he's going for 6 lap softs, or maybe he's going for 5 lap softs. You never know. Not sure what the strategy intent was there. Nadi says Ricky Boy impedes Sash harder than Alonso, impeding 3/4 of the grid in the first stint, referring to the Hungaroring race. Sujuk, Glow, Jiruni. The podium seems pretty obvious to me. PP, however, does have better tires than Jiruni, might be able to make some inroads in the next 6 laps. C has ran away from Sash because of that Ricky Boy impeding, as Nadi calls it. Ricky Boy is out onto the soft tires finally. Majumdar with the fastest lap, currently at 31.55. Can Ricky Boy beat that on the soft tires? He better, otherwise why did he do this? closest fight we've got currently, Bishoni in Majumdar's slipstream range. They're fighting for 6th position. Bishoni down the inside on turn 2, utilizes Majumdar was sleeping and he utilizes it. And he's now up into P6. And he's looking to try and hold on to it now, looking for an Alonso-esque defense against Majumdar if possible. And Sujuk has actually matched, who was it, Majumdar's fastest lap, a 31.55 on the medium tire. And it was a 31.57 from Glow, so also a great lap from Glow there, just 200ths off the fastest lap. El Bishoni now running away from Majumdar actually. That's interesting. Sujuk rounding the hairpin. Can he improve that on .55? No, not this lap. 31.88. What about Glow? 31.60. God damn, Glow does have the pace. Geronimo at 32 flat. He does have the hard tires instead of the mediums as well, and they're slightly more worn. PP on the mediums, 32.20. That's not a good lap at all, but it's still 2/10 faster than Sash. Is struggling to catch up to him. In fact, Bishoni is looking to try and catch up to him, only half a tenth slower than Sash last lap. Sujuk, 3 laps to go, 31.72. What about Glow? It's a 31.52. What a lap time! And Glow takes the fastest lap of the race from Sujuk and I think Majumdar. What a clean air lap from Glow there, showing he definitely had the pace here, but whatever happened at turn 9 definitely decided this race, unfortunately for Glow and fortunately for Sujuk, looking to win both races in the first round after DoGamer's retirement. DoGamer so far the only one this season to manage to win both races of a round, but unfortunately his laptop or PC broke and he is not expecting it to be repaired or to get a new one anytime soon, so he had to retire from CL. Poor guy, because he was definitely on Sujuk's level to fight for that Drivers' Championship. Would have been a very exciting title fight. Right now it's Sujuk catching up to Jiruni, has had an extra round, and I think Sujuk will get past him now. This is the final lap of the race, 31st lap. And we got Jerry, we got PP. Sash has lost a bit more time to PP, Bishoni, Majumdar. Everyone's spread out pretty much. I only see Axis and Mason close together. Sujuk now takes turn 9. Let's see Glow take turn 9. Glow is this time the one that makes a mistake on turn 9. But Sujuk will cross the line to win the feature race. The South Korean C-Prix at Gwangju. It's Glow in 2nd position, not for lack of trying. And it's Jiruni on the podium with a solid race after a very unfortunate start. PP in P4, Sash in P5, Bishoni in P6, Majumdar crossing the line for P7, P8 for Lexus. It will be P9 for Ricky Boy, P10 for Axis, just ahead of Mason, who I think stalled there at the end. No, he just slowed down. P11, and Gail Pratt with the final feature points will be taking P12. Great effort from him. So that is your CL round 5. That was Gwangju. That was the South Korean C-Prix. Sujuk winning both the sprint and the feature. Dominant performance. Of course, Glow could have absolutely challenged them for that feature win, and it all came down to that one turn 9 incident. Not sure what happened on Glow's POV. Girini with a solid double podium performance as well, which he won't be too disappointed in, but he will have lost significant points to Sujuk in that driver's title fight. Yeah. Sujuk, would you like a little interview? First time for you to win both sprint and feature. Would you?
His mic is broken.
Well, you can say it in the chat like he always does. Sujuk saying you didn't push Glow. It did not look like it on the spectator view. It looked like Glow lagged. So yeah, not sure what happened. If Glow got a lag spike or something. Sujuk saying it's nice. I feel empty. Well, yeah, he didn't have Do Gamer to challenge against. They were having some great fights in Motegi. I'm sure that he definitely would have wanted to fight the rest of the season against Do Gamer. Would have been more of a challenge. As it is right now, Glow could have challenged him in that feature race. It didn't work out, but anyways, still congratulations to Suzuka. I'm not seeing anyone else in the VC unless Guzzy Man wants to talk about the Spanish Raiders performance.
I think I can talk now.
Oh, okay. Would you want to talk about your race results then?
I mean, it was alright, I guess. I killed Geo in the first lap of the feature, so I need to apologize for that, but any penalty won't be sufficient for this performance, to be honest. So yeah, it was quite nice. Double P1. I wanted that fastest lap, but Gil took it away. Yeah. I'm gonna go to his house now and murder him because of that. Yeah, nice race. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being here, and let's also hear a word from Guzzy, the SRA team owner, a P2.
Oh, yeah. That's a wonderful result there from Glow, I must say. And Axis, double top 10 in the future. Very happy with that. I missed basically the whole race. I joined on lap, 28? So I don't really know what the battles has been, but yeah, I did see Sejush win the sprint as well. So congrats to him for a double win. But yeah, not a bad result for SRA. I think we will gain a few points on whoever our rivals are, SRGT and HPF. Hopefully we gain a few points, but yeah, it's not a bad weekend, I would say.
Yeah, it's your first feature podium this season and second podium overall this season after Alice winning the opening sprint.
Yeah.
So things are looking for the up with Glow's performances. Best of luck to you guys, and I think that'll be all for the interviews today. And we'll see you after the mid-season breakout round 6 Mar del Plata for the continuation of CL season 18. See you then.